Welcome into Palm Springs Stadium for Game 2 here on this beautiful Friday, as Game 1 between the Chill and the Bombers was a slugfest. 31 runs in that ball game. The Chill won 21-10. Here in Game 2, we have the Haymakers as the road team taking on the Grizzly. As on the mound warming up for them is Brady McCleary. He's ready to fire off his final warm-up pitch, as it's going to be Gianni Brasesco, Jace Baikari, and Gaku Yamamoto that are guaranteed an at-bat here in the first. Zach Durham here, joined by Stephen Buxton in the Agua Caliente Casino's press box here at Palm Springs Stadium, as Brasesco settles in to the right-handed batter's box. McCleary going through the windup, big leg kick, kicks and fires. First pitch of the game is into the hip of Brasesco. He is on first to kick off this ball game. So a hit by pitch gets things started here for an 11:43 first pitch. And that'll bring up Jace Baikari, the Haymakers catcher. So runner on first, nobody out. First pitch to Baikari is inside, and it gets past Seth Vogt, and moving on to second is Brasesco. He takes the extra 90 feet, and he's now in scoring position. So it's Brasesco on second. Baikari's got a 1-0 count. That pitch inside, but not over the zone for ball 2. Clary checks the runner, kicks and fires. Another pitch inside, and another pitch that gets past his catcher, as Brasesco is now on third base. And it's a 3-0 count to Baikari, as McCleary struggling to put it over the plate to kick off this ball game.
Yeah, Brady McCleary, 4 pitches thrown so far. None of them have been a strike yet. 3-0 count to Baikari. He's got to find the zone sometime soon.
3-0, and Baikari has the green light. He comes up empty, 3-1. Three-one delivery from McCleary is shoved into center field. That one's going to drop for the first hit of the game, and it'll bring home the first run of the game. Brasesco comes in to score from third on that RBI single from Jace Baikari. It's 1-0 Haymakers. So a hit by pitch to kick off this ball game has already come across to score. And the Haymaker center fielder Gaku Yamamoto comes to the plate. Yamamoto out of Taft College has been hot to start the summer. 381 batting average and a 440 on base. He watches ball 1 at the knees and outside. Good spot for McCleary. Just missing off the edge. Baikari with a sizable lead over at first. And they're going to check on him, and he gets picked off. Right on cue, McCleary feeling that his runner at first was straying a little too far away to throw to Speichner over there at first, and he applies the tag for the first out. So one away here in this 1-0 ball game, top of the first. And the pitch from McCleary is inside for a ball. McCleary with that big leg kick. He misses low and away. So it's another 3-0 count. He had Baikari in a 3-0 count, for he swung and missed and singled on the next pitch. This time Yamamoto takes and watches that strike at the knees. Yamamoto has driven in 5 runs on the year, scored 2. That one's a big swing and a miss as McCleary gets the count full to the haymakers. Center fielder in the 3 spot. Lawson Darthard, the first baseman, is on deck. Big leg kick from McCleary. He misses outside, ball 4. So there's another runner on first as Yamamoto draws the walk. And Lawson Darthard comes to the plate. Darthard in the cleanup spot today. Got a .350 batting average, another back pick. That one not in time to get Yamamoto over there at first. But Darthard, .350 batting average. He's 7 for 20. He's driven in 3 runs. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. Looked like an arm side changeup that stayed inside to the big righty. McCleary checks the runner, comes set. Kicks and delivers. That one's hit hard past the third baseman. That's going to be ruled a hit. That was a hard hit ball. 95 off the bat from Darthard. So he gets a base hit. Second of the game for the haymakers. There's runners on first and second for Savion Bishop.
Yeah, 95 off the bat, a pitch down and in on him, and he just able to get the barrel of the bat on it and a hard shot down to third base. Good attempt by Zach Lewis over there, but he was spinning and sliding over there and couldn't catch up to that baseball.
True definition of the hot corner on that play. The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss, back pick to first. Good throw from Vogt back there, but not in time to check on Darthard at first. It was a swing and a miss from Bishop, so it's a 1-1 count. Breaking ball inside for ball 2. You can see McCleary trying to get himself a ground ball, allow his infield to turn it. That one's off the end of the bat of Bishop. Counts even at 2. Bishop's playing right field today. You've seen him play in all 3 outfield positions so far this summer, almost 3 weeks through the PSCL. That one's inside for ball 3, so another full count. Trey Quezada, the DH, is on deck waiting his turn. Here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3 at the knees. Caught looking is Bishop. He goes down for the second out.
Yeah, perfect 86-mile-an-hour fastball at the very bottom of the zone for Bishop. Looked like it might have been a little bit low, but a good job by Vogt back there to frame that pitch well and get the call for his pitcher.
Might have gotten an extra strike there. Regardless, it's out number 2 as Quezada settles in and watches ball 1. As Yamamoto's on second after drawing a walk, and Darthard's at first after his single. Haymakers already have 1 on the board. It's 1-0 here in the first. That pitch on the edge of the strike zone, but off just by a baseball's width for ball 2. Tried to go back door with that 85-mile-per-hour fastball. Here's the 2-0. That one's popped up in the infield and grabbed by Lewis for the third out. So a couple guys stranded on the bases for the Haymakers, but they get 1 on the board as we go bottom 1 here in Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be right back.
Like a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best. Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Bottom one here at Palm Springs Stadium. 1-0 lead already for the Haymakers, as Nick Rivas is on the mound, and he throws the first pitch to Dominic DiCarlo, and it gets slapped up the middle. First hit of the game on the first pitch, seen by a Grizzly hitter to lead off this bottom of the first. DiCarlo standing over there after that single. So that'll bring up Hayden Orrell, the center fielder. He settles in. Rivas delivers. That one skips in the dirt. And DiCarlo's going to advance over to second. So an eerily similar start to the bottom of the first as the top half. Instead of reaching on a hit by pitch, it's a single that has the leadoff man on. So DiCarlo's at second. Pitch is high for a 2-0 count to Hayden Orrell. Orrell swings on that 2-0 pitch and lines it to shallow center field. It's going to drop in front of Yamamoto and behind the middle infield, who all three were converging on that soft bloop single. Back-to-back hits to kick off this bottom of the first. DiCarlo is able to get to third.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those today already, Zach. Earlier today in the first game with the Bombers and Chill, there were 5 or 6 hits that landed like that, just between a trio of defenders and in the shallow outfield.
Zach Lewis pops that ball up as Orrell was on the move. He's going to have to hurry back. Caught by Darthard and tagged out on the bases. That's a 3U double play. Heads up play over there by Darthard to get under it and apply the quick tag on Orrell, who was moving on that first pitch, trying to get into scoring position. So now there's 2 away. DiCarlo is still at third.
Yeah, it's a really strange play. Just a high fly ball by Zach Lewis. The second baseman able to come in and collect that one. And Hayden Orrell was sprinting to second on that pitch. He was going for the stolen base, but just did not look at where the baseball was.
Yeah, by the time he realized that that ball was coming down in the infield, he was still in the vicinity of second base. That 1-0 pitch catches the corner of the zone from Rivas. It's a 1-1 count to Jack Zimmerman. He's the DH today for the Grizzly. And he ropes that ball to right field. Bishop hangs on to it. So a runner gets stranded at third. We're through 1 here at Palm Springs Stadium. Haymakers lead the Grizzly 1-0. We'll be right back for 2.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Nathan LeBeau settles in to lead off this second inning. He watches strike one on the edge. It'll be Nathan LeBeau, Dominic Tomasi, and Seth Bryson due up, going against Brady McCleary in his second inning of work. That one catches the zone as well, just on the edge for strike two. McCleary hit the first batter on the first pitch of the game. He came around to score. That was Bracesco, as ball one skips away in the dirt. Leadoff hitter for the Haymakers came around to score. That was the only run of the ball game thus far, and how the Haymakers have a 1-0 lead. 1-2 in the dirt, ball two. McCleary trying to get that strikeout.
And for McCleary, that first inning, the spray pattern was all over the chart.
That one slapped to first base. Spikner fields it on a high hop, steps on the bag for the first out. So that's going to bring up Dominic Tomasi, who's playing shortstop.
Yeah,
Settle in.
that pitch to LeBeau, 85-mile-an-hour fastball just at the bottom of the zone. LeBeau barely gets the head of the bat on it, so slow chopper to Spikner. And a much better start to this inning.
Ball one up and in, but didn't miss by much, just over the top of that zone. Big whiff from Tomasi. Breaking ball, off-speed pitch, had him fooled. Another breaking ball. This one's in the dirt from McCleary for a 2-1 count. Tomasi's had 17 at-bats on the year. He's had a couple of hits, but he's really been eating up a lot of innings as a pitcher. He's had over 13 this summer as he watches strike two. Here's the 2-2 from McCleary. Skips in the dirt, count runs full. On deck is the second baseman, Seth Bryson. Aiden Holcomb in the hole. So McCleary kicks and fires. The payoff pitch, called strike three on the outer edge. Tomasi goes down looking for the second out. Perfectly painted fastball right on the corner, lower third, and away from the right-handed hitter. Second strikeout of the game for McCleary, and Bryson steps up. Watches a backdoor slider that catches the zone.
Yeah, and a great sequence by McCleary there. A couple breaking balls up and in, one low down in the zone, and then he goes up and in with the fastball and then finishes him off with an 85-mile-an-hour fastball at the very corner of the zone. Perfectly placed there.
Yeah, he changes his speeds very well, does McCleary. His fastball is firm, and his off-speed will throw you off. That one right on the edge. Looked like a changeup right there. Called for strike 2. 1-2. Another batter goes down looking. This time it's Bryson. So through 2 innings, McCleary has 3 strikeouts, all 3 of them looking, as the Haymakers go 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. We'll be back for the bottom half on the PSCL YouTube channel.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
First pitch misses away to Jaden Molich-Reynolds, the second baseman for the Grizzly. Good breaking ball, outer half of the zone from Rivas, gets the strike call.
And right now on the mound, Nick Rivas has one job, and it's to basically just match what Brady McCleary did out there. Nick Rivas able to work through the first inning pretty quickly.
That one's flared over to first. Underneath it is Darthard for the first out. That's the second time he's caught a pop fly over there. This one's only 1 out. The first one was a double play. But it'll bring up Seth Vogt.
But back to McCleary. Again, Rivas worked through the first inning pretty quickly. McCleary did not. He had a hard time finding the zone. He only threw 9 strikes out of 24 pitches that inning. But the second one, he came out, struck out Tomasi and Bryson, and really helped his team out, get back to offense quickly, and it helped his pitch count as well.
1-0 delivery from Rivas gets left high for ball 2. That one just above the strike zone. That one off the edge. And John DeCesar, home plate umpire, actually going to say that that one was up. So it's a 3-0 count. And that one misses as well. So it's a 4-pitch walk to the Grizzly catcher, Seth Vogt. And that'll bring up Kane Lusick.
Yeah, 71-mile-an-hour fastball to Vogt, who not the tallest guy in the world, so you got to shrink the strike zone down just a little bit. Both of those pitches were kind of borderline. They were right at the top of it, but luckily he's able to shrink that zone just enough to get the call and get the walk.
That one misses as well. He's struggling with putting these pitches above the zone. Rivas is a bigger guy, and he's going up against some smaller batters in the Grizzly lineup, Vogt and Lusick. Big swing and a miss. Counts now 1-1. One away here at Palm Springs Stadium. Haymakers have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Runner goes, and he's going to be in there standing up after that ball gets passed by Kari. So it's a stolen base for Seth Vogt, and he's in scoring position.
And for Nick Rivas on the mound, the misses are all basically in the same spot. Outside of that one, it's all been close to the zone, over the plate, but just high by an inch or two.
Here's the 2-1. That one low and away. It's a 3-1 count.
And sometimes when you start to recognize that, like where your miss is, if it's a high one right here, it might just be overcompensating and just pulling those pitches down into the dirt.
That one goes way up over the head of Lucic. So back-to-back walks for Rivas in the latter half of the Grizzly lineup. And Horacio Baltazar is going to come up to hit. Baltazar's in left field today. He's got 2 runners on. His team trails by a run. Swings at the first pitch way out in front. Looked like a off-speed pitch down the heart of the plate that just fooled Baltazar. Sits back on this one and fouls it off to the left side, and he's behind 0-2. So Vogt is on second. Lucic is at first after back-to-back one-out walks. Both teams with 2 hits. Breaking ball outside for ball 1. Baltazar is looking to do damage here, trying to get comfortable in that lefty's batter's box. Watches ball 2 away. Trying to get on his team on the board here. That one misses, and it gets past the catcher. Both runners are going to advance, so there's now 2 in scoring position. Vogt's at third, Lucic at second, and it's a full count.
Yeah, wild pitch there. That one's 63-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Skipped about a foot in front of the plate and just got right by Kari. Both runners able to take advantage, too.
Full windup for Rivas, and he throws it. Punched up to center field. It gets past Bryson. 2 runs are going to come in to score, and there's nobody at first, so Baltazar can take a large round around the bag at first after that 2-run single. That ball just being able to squeeze through the middle infield. Tomasi and Bryson into shallow center. Strong throw from Yamamoto made it a close play at the plate.
Yeah, that ball basically right up the middle, but not hit hard at all. Only 75 miles an hour, and with Bryson playing with Bishop playing a little bit further off the bag.
Strike 1 is in there to Jaden Franson. He's the extra hitter in the lineup today for the Grizzly, who now have a 2-1 lead over the Haymakers after that 2-run single from Horacio Baltazar. 1-1 count to Franson. Decent lead over there at first. No movement. Ball's in the dirt, and he'll take off. Sliding in head first is Baltazar, as he's now in scoring position. 2-1 delivery from Rivas. That pitch on the outer half catches the zone. 2-2 count. Franson swings and misses on that pitch low and away for out number 2.
Yeah, pulled the string on that one. Looked like a changeup there, 63 miles an hour, and Franson was about an hour early on that.
First strikeout of the day for Nick Rivas, as there's now 2 gone, and Avante Spikner at the plate with a runner in scoring position. Ball in the dirt, nice block, but It scrambles far enough away to allow Baltazar to advance 90 feet to third. So now Speichner has a runner over that third. Baltazar, who's a little shaken up after that slide into the bag. Talking with his coach, Kobe Wall, over there.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what happened, but it looked like that he might have just hit the ground a little bit hard on that slide, maybe knocked the wind out of him for a second, but no sign that he would be coming out of the game, just a little bit shaken up.
We saw yesterday, well, I saw yesterday on the turf field, Derek Thompson Jr. for the A's slid head first and took some damage on that slide. Might have been something similar there over there at third for Baltazar, as that pitch misses low for ball 2 to Speichner. He offers at the 2-0 pitch and fouls it off just beyond the trainer's tent along the first base side. Big hack for Speichner, who on the year hitting .258. He's driven in 5 runs. Trying to drive in a 6th here. As that one up the middle, off the glove of Rivas. And unable, or the throw is errant, pulled Darthard off the bag, so it is a run scored. Baltazar is able to come in for the 3rd run of the game for the Grizzly. So it bounces off of Rivas on the mound, falling to the left side of the infield. Tomasi and Brasesco were over there. The throw was errant, and it pulled Darthard off the bag. So it was probably going to beat Speichner running over there. Instead, he's safe at first.
Yeah, you see that ball bounce off of Rivas, and you're thinking, okay, this is probably going to end up being an infield single just because there's going to be a hard play to make from Rivas, but it bounces off, and a great job by Tomasi backing that up quickly, but the throw just pulled the first baseman Darthard off the bag.
So the lineup flips over for Dominic DiCarlo, who singled in his first plate appearance. And he chops that one over to third. High hop, but fielded cleanly by Brasesco. Strong throw to get the out, but not before the Grizzly bring 3 runs across to score, as through 2, they lead over the Haymakers 3-1. We'll be right back here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices and we'll get you taken care of.
Aiden Holcomb is going to lead off this 3rd inning before the lineup will flip over for Brasesco and Baikari. As the Haymakers trail by 2 now, it's 3-1 Grizzly after they put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 2nd. McCleary's first pitch is low for ball 1. He's out there for his 3rd inning of work. Delivers a fastball right down the heart of the plate for strike one. One down and in. Holcomb lifts a leg to get out of the way. And he now has a 2-1 hitter's count. That one in a similar spot, closer to that inner third of the zone, but still missing inside for ball 3. 3-1 pitch is swung on and rolled over to second. And Reynolds over there making the throw to first for out number 1.
And the last inning and a third for the Grizzly, really about as big of a momentum change as you can get. Nick Rivas started off with that quick inning and then pretty much put up a repeat of what Brady McCleary did in the first. In the second inning, Rivas threw 30 pitches, just 12 strikes, had a hard time finding the zone.
Good breaking ball over the plate to get ahead of Brasesco, who scored the only run for the Haymakers thus far after reaching on a hit by pitch to kick off the ball game. Big swing on that 0-1 pitch. He comes up empty and is behind 0-2. Takes a lap and looks at the bat to make sure there's not a hole in it. We've all been there before. Here's the 0-2. That one way behind him. McCleary didn't fully get that grip right. Non-competitive pitch on an 0-2 count. He's ready to go already. And he throws strike 3, 86 at the knees. Another strikeout looking. That's his 4th of the game, and there's 2 away. All 4 strikeouts for McCleary have had Haymakers down without a fight. Swing and a miss from Baikari. As that breaking ball fooled him.
Yeah, McCleary throwing a lot of fastballs this inning, but starts off Baikari by pulling the string on it. Curveball down in the zone.
Tried to go back door with that breaking ball, just missing.
Back-to-back breaking balls, both down, and right now Baikari fully slowed down.
That fastball down and in misses. 2-1 count for Baikari, who drove in Brasesco back in the first with an RBI single. And then he was picked off over there at first after a nice move from McCleary. Fires an 83 top of the zone to get the count 2-2.
And it's the subtle ways you can speed up a batter too. Right there, 85, and he went with a slide step.
A breaking ball gets him swinging. First strikeout swinging. 5th overall of the game for McCleary as he's through 3 and his team have a 3-1 lead. We'll be right back here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Like a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Oral, Lewis, and Zimmerman will be the hitters here in this bottom of the third. First pitch swinging is Hayden Oral, and he slaps it into left field over by the Desert Island sign. Stand-up double to kick off the bottom of the third for Hayden Oral.
Yeah, Hayden Oral wastes no time there. 66-mile-an-hour pitch at the bottom of the zone. He goes out and golfs that one to one of the deeper parts of the park. One hops the wall and puts himself in scoring position for Zach Lewis right away. Grizzly been going through it for the last couple games, trying to get off to a hot start here.
If you're just joining us, it's a 3-1 ball game. Grizzly lead over the Haymakers. And their bats trying to add more to it in a hurry after that leadoff double from Oral. Zach Lewis watches ball one high as Nick Rivas is out there for his third inning of work. Had a quick first inning, ran into some traffic in the second. That pitch is high. 2-0 count. Ball actually got past him. Heads up play from Bryson to try to tag out the runner on second. Rivas comes set, fires a 2-0, and it's flared off behind the clubhouse over here at Palm Springs Stadium. Check on the runner and a back pick with no throw, just to keep Oral honest over there at second. There's the 2-1, that one on the edge of the strike zone. Good spot for Rivas to even up the count. Big 2-2 pitch coming here, and it's lined into right center field. Bishop's moving back on it. He can't get to it. It splits the center and right fielder. Rounding third and coming into score, standing up is Hayden Oral. It's back-to-back doubles for the Grizzly to kick off the third inning, and it's now 4-1.
Zach, that ball not hit as hard as the one by Hayden Oral, but Zach Lewis sends a line drive into right center field, and it didn't look like Bishop had a good read on it. He didn't, right away, it was just a beeline right at the ball. It wasn't trying to take an angle going back and account for how quickly it would be coming at him. So the ball lands basically parallel to him, and he had to run back a couple steps. That gave Lewis enough time to get into second base, and again, Hayden Oral scoring standing up.
First pitch to Jack Zimmerman is in there for a strike. Yeah, he's playing pretty shallow over there in right field, so when he was reading that line drive, his trajectory from the get-go was off. That one misses outside for ball one. So back-to-back doubles here in the third. It's now 4-1 Grizzly over the Haymakers. That one's lined down the right field side, but hooking foul towards the batting cages. Steven, you talked about how the Grizzly need this win. Started off hot. They were 5-1, and they've lost 7 in a row. That one misses low and in, 2-2 count.
And it hasn't just been for one reason or another. It's been a game-by-game basis. One game the pitching won't show up. One game the hitting won't show up. And then there's been a couple in there where just a last-second fielding mishap.
That one's flared foul down the left field line. They went up against the Rush yesterday and lost that one, but the Rush are the hottest team in the PSCL, winners of 6 straight, as they've shot themselves into the conversation of those teams fighting for a playoff spot. 2-2 pitch is lined into left center field, hanging up there for Holcomb to make the grab. No tag from the runner at second, so there's one away. 2 fly ball outs from Jack Zimmerman. One to the right fielder in the first, and then one to left field here in the third. as Jaden Mulich-Reynolds comes to the plate with one away and a runner on second. Runner goes, and he got a great jump, and the ball gets away from the third baseman. Lewis is going to come home to score easily. It's now 5-1 after that stolen base and errant throw.
Yeah, a good jump on that. Zach Lewis had the stolen base pretty safely, and then Jace Bikari throws it down there, and it just took a tough bounce over there at third base, goes into left field, and error puts another run on the board for these Grizzly.
Strike one called to Mulich-Reynolds as he offers at the 1-1 and flares it to left field. Holcomb is underneath it for the second out. He's made a couple of grabs out there in this third inning. So 2 away, and the Grizzly catcher Seth Vogt comes to the plate. He walked and scored in the second. That was the first run of the game for the Grizz. Half swing, and holding up is Vogt. Thought about offering on that first pitch from Rivas. And that's ball 2 away. So 2 outs, nobody on. 2 runs have scored here in this third inning for the Grizzly as their lead is now up to 4. Swing and a miss from Vogt on that pitch on the inside. Swung right over the top of it. The 2-1 pitch is up and away. 3-1 count for Vogt with Kane Lusick on deck. That one's in the zone, top of the zone, right on the edge. Good spot for Rivas to put that 3-1 pitch. The payoff delivery, that one's hit on a line to the second baseman, Bryson, who one-hops it backhand and throws a strike to Darthard at first for the third out. But the Grizzly tack on 2 more as they lead 5-1 over the Haymakers. We'll be back for the 4th inning here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Through 3 innings here at Palm Springs Stadium, Grizzly lead 5-1 over the Haymakers as the Grizz have lost 7 in a row, trying to get back in the win column. Brady McCleary has been pitching well. He's out for his 4th inning of work. And he drops in strike 1 to Gaku Yamamoto. Update from the turf fields. 5-1 is the score over there, as well as the Bootleggers lead over the A's in the top of the 6th. Good matchup over there between two 10-3 teams. Quick pitch from McCleary. Left it short.
And something you don't see, Isaac Quintero apparently threw an immaculate inning over there.
Impressive stuff from the lefty. That's ball too high. So Yamamoto yet to have an at-bat. He has a plate appearance after walking in the first. And after being down 0-2, he works the count full. So full count now to kick off this 4th inning. Yamamoto, Darthard, and Bishop due up. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Dropped 3rd strike as Yamamoto's running to first. Bit of a collision over there, but Speichner gets the grab, and he's a little banged up after he got wrapped up with Yamamoto.
Yeah, it's a tough play down there. Speichner's on the foul side of that foul line on first base, and the throw from Vogt was coming from the same side too, so it pulls him over there and practically into the running lane.
He looks to be all right. No intention over there, just a accidental tangling of the legs. Speichner looks to be okay. As there's one away here in the 4th. Lawson Darthard coming up to hit, who's 1 for 1 today. Watches ball 1 on the inside, and we figured out who the fan club is down there. It's for Lawson Darthard. We got a couple fans with some signs that they've brought here to the stadium, and it's their time to shine. Their guy's got a 2-0 count. A 3-0 count as McCleary spikes another ball a few feet in front of the plate. So with his official fan club in the stands, you got to give the big man the green light on the 3-0. And he watches ball 4. That pitch was low. 4-pitch walk to the Haymakers first baseman as they've got a runner on first with 1 away.
Still making the people happy, though. He's been on both times, and I think that's the first signs I've seen in the PSCL this season.
So Savion Bishop has a runner on first. McCleary kicks and fires. Fastball spiked in the dirt, and it allows Darthard to get to second base.
McCleary's been so much better since that first inning. He's really gotten under control. 15 pitches in the second, 14 in the third. Most of them strikes. Here, really his first bad miss after that first inning where he was all over the place.
Bishop flares that one down the right field side, hooking around, slicing, I should say, towards those batting cages and concession stand along the first base side. Check on the runner. 1-1, chopped up the middle, high bounce, fielded by Lusick, who gets the out. Nice play defensively from the Grizzly shortstop to get out number 2. Darthard advances to third.
And that's just how big that wild pitch is by Brady McCleary. Lusick makes a good play, able to pick up that ball on a hop, moving towards first base, trips over the mound, so the moment he threw that ball, he fell into the dirt, but if not for that wild pitch, that's a double play to end the inning.
Shaking some dirt out of his jersey. As strike 1 called on the edge to Trey Quezada, who popped out to end the first. He's got a runner on third with 2 away here. His team trail 5-1. trying to crawl back 1 run at a time. That pitch is in the dirt. Low for ball 1. Quezada, the tall lefty bat in the Haymakers lineup. Watches that one low. So he's got the hitter's advantage. Take some time to collect himself. Thinking about what this 2-1 pitch from Brady McCleary is going to be. Fastball on the edge, just off the plate. So it's a 3-1 count. Nathan LeBeau is on deck. The 3-1 pitch is also low. So another walk this inning from McCleary. That's his second and third of the game, as there's now runners on the corners for Nathan LeBeau. So Quezada at first, Darthard at third with 2 away. First pitch swinging is LeBeau, and he fouls it off. Over our heads here at Palm Springs Stadium, Nathan LeBeau out of College of the Desert, hitting .333 on the year. Long pause on the mound from McCleary. Kicks and fires, strike 2 at the knees. 0-2 count for LeBeau. McCleary threw a breaking ball and left it up and in. LeBeau had to duck out of the way. The 1-2 is low. Nice stop from Vogt to keep it in front of him. 2-2 count. Quezada is being held on by Speichner at first, and he gets a throw down from McCleary just to keep him honest. He's got nobody directly in front of him, but he has Darthard over there at third. That one's fouled off. Nice hack from LeBeau to keep this at-bat alive. Cleary trying to find one more put-away pitch in his arsenal to get out of a first and third jam. Nice eye from LeBeau to watch that pitch away, and he's worked it into a full count after being down 0-2.
Yeah, good job by Seth Vogt back there, able to skip over and smother that ball so it doesn't get by him and allow a run to come in.
So Quezada is going to be moving at first on this payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes LeBeau. Haymakers strand runners on the corners. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, Grizzlies still lead over the Haymakers 5-1. We'll be right back.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Grizzly lead 5-1 over the Haymakers. We're in the bottom of the fourth here at Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Zach Durham, joined by Stephen Buxton for this second game of the day here on the main field of the PSCL. Nick Rivas is out there still on the bump for the Haymakers. He fires strike one to Kane Lusick, who walked and scored in his first plate appearance back in the second. That pitch is off the plate for a ball. We were just talking off air about how Brady McCleary has looked sharp through four for the Grizzly. He's got 7 strikeouts, and it's been a performance that he's really needed after failing to get an out against the Lumberjacks. Granted, they're the top offense in the league, but it's been a strong bounce back performance from McCleary, who may or may not be going out for the 5th, but we've got Noah Hargrove warming up in the bullpen for the Grizzly. Lusick's got a 1-2 count, and he shoots that one into right center field. Calling off the center fielder is Bishop in right, who makes the grab for the first out. That was a late call from Bishop to keep Yamamoto away, but that ball was slicing towards right field. As Baltazar comes to the plate, he had a 2-run single in his first plate appearance, and he watches ball 1.
Yeah, and McCleary, if this is his outing, it was a solid one, 3 innings, just 1 run.
That one just staying fair. Darthard's on top of it, makes a nice play over there defensively. Gets a little cheer from his fan club as he records the second out of the 4th.
Yeah, the Lawson Darthard fan club likes that play. Again, a short chopper down the line that's hugging the line, barely passes over the bag fair, and then suddenly hooks out into foul territory past first base.
Jaden Franson watches ball 1 high. Darthard over there at first has already had 4 unassisted putouts. He had that double play in the first where he caught the pop fly and was able to tag out Oral, who was stealing and couldn't make it back to first. 2-0 pitch, big swing and a miss from Franson. Since then, he's caught a couple of other pop flies, or made some ground ball plays over there at first, putting some work in over there at the corner. 2-1 is the count. Another swing and a miss from Franson. He's out in front of that 65-mile-per-hour offering from Nick Rivas. Trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. And that one just drops out of the zone for ball 3. Here's the payoff pitch. Over the zone on the edge for called strike 3. He gets his 1-2-3 inning. A fly ball, a ground ball, and a strikeout as we're through 4. Grizzly 5, Haymakers 1. We'll be back for the 5th here on the PSCL YouTube channel.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Top 5 here at Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Zach Durham, joined by Stephen Buxton, and the Grizzly lead 5-1 over the Haymakers. They've got a new arm on the mound. It's Noah Hargrove, who comes in here in the 5th to relieve Brady McCleary, who went 4 really strong innings. First pitch swinging is Dominic Tomasi off the glove of Lewis over there at third. So he's going to kick off this 5th inning by reaching on an E5.
Yeah, and if we know anything about Noah Hargrove, we know that you're going to see a lot of that soft contact off pitches over the heart of the plate. He makes his fielders work, but he's had a really solid season so far. Did get roughed up in the last 2 outings, though. 8 earned runs over those 2, but prior to that, he had been scoreless.
There's ball 1 to Seth Bryson, who struck out in the 2nd. As a potential back pick over there at first, no throw from Hargrove, who's got one of the more unique deliveries that you'll see on the bump. Fires strike 1 on the edge. No consistent arm angle. He really likes to mix it up and keep the hitter guessing, not just what pitch is going to be coming next, but where he's going to be releasing it from. As he spins around, another threat of a back pick. Tomasi slides back in. Slide step from Hargrove as Tomasi goes, and it's a good throw from Vogt, and it's in time to gun down the runner. Heck of a throw from Seth Vogt back there behind the dish to gun down out number 1 here in the 5th.
Yeah, and again, a perfect throw. It wasn't a great jump at first by Tomasi, but somehow the throw was low, which is usually hard to throw at a runner from a catcher's perspective. But it was low and in a spot where he was able to almost make the transfer on the way up. So a quick pop time there, and
that pitch is into the Evo shield on the right elbow of Seth Bryson. So he's going to trot down to first after a 1-out hit by pitch. And Aiden Holcomb comes to the plate. Haymakers trail by 4. Trying to manufacture some runs any way they can. They stranded runners on the corners in the 4th. That's been their best chance to add to their total since the 1st. First offering from Hargrove to Holcomb is low and away for ball 1. Hargrove set, kicks in, fires. Good pitch right on the edge to even up the count at 1.
I was talking with Justin Lee the other day when we were on the broadcast for our Grizzly A's game, and we've mentioned Noah Hargrove is one of the most entertaining pitchers to watch in the PSCL. You just never know what you're going to expect from him. He basically throws every pitch you could imagine. He throws it from 3 different arm angles. He'll change up the timing of his delivery. He'll go into a straight slide step.
That's another good spot, 76 on the edge. Outer third away from Holcomb, the lefty. So a 2-2 count with 1 away. Bryson's over there on first after getting plunked by Hargrove. And he gets a strikeout. Late swing from Holcomb had him fooled. There's 2 away.
Noah Hargrove from down under, too. He goes over the top with a fastball and then goes all the way down with a 68-mile-an-hour breaking ball at the bottom of the zone. Really tough pitch to catch up on for Holcomb after about a 10-mile-an-hour difference in speed as well.
And he speeds it back up, 79 on the gun for ball 1 above the zone. Yeah, you mentioned it. Different arm angles, different velocities, different pitch grips. there's so many different ways that he keeps the hitter guessing.
And his warm-ups are entertaining, too. We saw him warming up in between innings, and the catcher wasn't ready, so he was just doing some footwork and shuffling around and throwing ground balls to his infielders from the mound.
He's been to a few power games before. Fellow PSCL players just like being around him. He's got a good energy that's needed out here in Palm Springs. 3-0 count to Brasesco, the leadoff hitter for the Haymakers, who's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a run. No green light for him on that 3-0 count. He watches strike one on the inner third. Three-one delivery over the plate for strike two, as we'll see a payoff pitch from Hargrove. Bryson will be moving on the pitch. That one's lined into center field and dropping in front of Oral. Nice piece of hitting from Gianni Brasesco to keep the inning alive. First and second now for the Haymakers. And it's Jace Baikari coming to the plate. So Bryson is at second, Brasesco at first. After that two-out single. And Baikari gets a two-out plate appearance here in the fifth, and he watches ball one on the outside. He singled and scored a run, or drove in a run in the first, and then struck out in the third. And he rolls that one over to second base, takes a bad hop on Reynolds, and it gets into right field. Throw is to third, but coming in to score is Bryson, as it's now 5-2. So another error in the inning. One allowed Tomasi to reach base. He was caught stealing. This one allows a run to come home. As Baikari's on first, Brasesco's now on third. And Yamamoto's coming to the plate representing the tying run.
Yeah, that ground ball over to Reynolds. He moves to his left a couple steps, and it looked like he just got that ball in between hops, took a high hop, and he just missed it. He might have just pulled the glove up a little too early. But either way, an unearned run for the Haymakers.
First pitch is high to Yamamoto. Runners on the corners here in the fifth. One run has already scored for the Haymakers. That one's sent a mile into the sky over our heads here in the press box. Yamamoto just got underneath that one. That was only the third hit of the ball game for the Haymakers off the bat of Brasesco. And another foul ball off the bat of Yamamoto. This one into the side netting. 1-2 count. As Hargrove's trying to hunker down and get himself out of this inning. Here's the 1-2 submarine delivery, and it absolutely fools Gaku Yamamoto. He goes down chasing that breaking ball for the third out. One run scores for the Haymakers in the top of the fifth. They cut their deficit to 3. It's now 5-2 Grizzlies as we head into the bottom of the fifth here on the PSCL YouTube channel.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together. Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Bottom 5, Grizzlies still lead, but it's now 5-2 as Speichner swings at the first pitch, hits it a mile into the air, and it's going to be the pitcher, Rivas, who comes up with the out. 1 pitch, 1 away. Speichner offered at the first pitch, low and away. And he goes down for the second time today. It'll flip the lineup over for Dominic DiCarlo. He swings at the first pitch and hits it into left center field. That one is off the wall. Rounding second, going to third is DiCarlo, sliding in head first in there safely. And there's a huge collision out there with Yamamoto and the wall. Right fielder Savion Bishop coming over to check on him, as is Holcomb. As you could hear the impact that he made with the wall out there just beneath the scoreboard.
Yeah, out there in center field, Yamamoto giving one of the best efforts you'll see all season. Dead sprint into left center field. No regard for his body, slamming into that wall. He couldn't come up with the catch, and I'll tell you, that's just about the hardest collision I've seen at this field. Hopefully he's okay. He's up and moving now. Didn't even give our trainers a chance to go out there and check if he's okay. And now it looks like they're going to go out and talk to him for a second at least, because that was a massive collision, especially against a wooden wall.
Yeah, they need to go check on him and make sure that there's no head injury at play here. So as they take a look at him out in center field, we'll take a quick break and come back here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 5-2 Grizzly. We'll be right back.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
The check on Gaku Yamamoto out there in center field is complete. He is okay after making an incredible effort on that ball out in the left center gap. At the end of the day, it's a 1-out triple for Dominic DiCarlo. So he's over there at third with 1 away. Hayden Orrell at the plate. He watches ball 1. Corners are in defensively for the Haymakers. Middle infield playing with a shift. Bryson, the second baseman, shading closer to that second base bag, and it's hit to him and takes an awful hop over his head and behind him into shallow right field as a run's going to come across to score, and Orrell is on second base after that error by the second baseman.
Yeah, Grizzly just tacking on here. A ground ball straight over to the second baseman, Bryson, that just ate him alive there, and it wasn't the worst hop you've ever seen, but it kind of started skipping towards his right side as he was moving left. So it's a tough play to make, but it's a play you have to make because now there's a runner on second, and the Grizzly are back to a 4-run lead.
Yeah, the Haymakers cut it down to 3. That was short-lived as the teams have traded runs here in the 5th. Grizzlies still have a couple outs to work with as Zach Lewis is at the plate. He had an RBI double back in the 3rd, came around to score, and he watches ball 1. Rivas is still out there. He's the one who started the game on the mound for the Haymakers. 1-1 to the Grizzly third baseman. Lewis in the 3-hole today. That one is away out of the zone for ball 2. No action in the Haymakers bullpen just yet. No short leash for Rivas. That one's low and in the dirt, and the throw back gets away from him. Tomasi's on top of it. Oral is still at second with 1 away. Rivas trying to work himself back into the count, but he can't. He leaves that pitch high for ball 4. So Lewis reaches on a walk. He's at first, but now the Haymakers infield can get a force out at 3rd or turn 2. As Jack Zimmerman comes up to the plate, he's 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts to the corner outfield positions. Takes ball 1. Looked like a changeup that missed outside and away from the lefty. Both runners go. The throw is to 3rd, and he's out. No slide over there at 3rd from Oral as he runs into out number 2. Lewis is in there at 2nd after his stolen base. But there's now 2 away. A pitch low and away to Zimmerman. So it's another 3-0 count.
Yeah, a little confusing on the decision by Hayden Oral just not to slide there. He, in all likelihood, would have been safe if he did.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting a throw from Baikari, which is odd. I mean, with a double steal, the shorter throw is the 3rd. You should be expecting the throw to go there. That one's launched down into right field, but hooking foul. Yeah, he certainly would have made it a closer play. Can't really ask for a whole lot if you're not sliding into the bag. We'll see a payoff pitch from Nick Rivas here. Big lead over there at 2nd. As that one's rolled over to 2nd base, Bryson fields it cleanly and throws it to Darthard, who had to dig it out of the dirt, but does so for the 3rd out. So through 5, it's 6-2 Grizzly after the teams trade a run each in the 5th. We'll be back for inning number 6 here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices and we'll get you taken care of.
Top 6 here at Palm Springs Stadium. Zach Durham and Stephen Buxton on the call for the Haymakers and the Grizzly. 6-2 score, Grizzly lead. As Lawson Darthard is going to be the first batter here in the 6th to go up against Noah Hargrove in his second inning of work. First pitch skips in the dirt on the inside for ball 1. Hargrove came in the 5th, relieved Brady McCleary, who went 4 innings and struck out 7, only allowed 1 run. Hargrove in the 5th struck out a couple of batters, only allowed 1 hit, but it was an unearned run. That one misses out for a ball as he's fallen behind to the Haymakers cleanup hitter. Time is called as Darthard wants to take his time with this approach. Haymakers have 2 runs on 3 hits. As that pitch from Hargrove is behind Darthard. He was not happy with himself immediately upon the release.
And you've got an all-out sprint from the Grizzly bench between 2 of their players trying to get that ball. Looked like Christian Henderson was one of them.
There's strike 1 to Darthard. 3-1 count to lead off this 6th inning. Hargrove's delivery, that ball is roped into left field, dropping in front of Holcomb for a hit, and the fan club once again has something to cheer for. Lawson Darthard has reached base in all 3 plate appearances.
Yeah, making the fan club happy today. Haven't seen him out here yet, but they picked a good game to show up. He's 2 for 2. He's got a walk. He's been on all 3 times. Only thing they could ask for, or all they could ask for more than this, is for the Haymakers to put together a bit of a comeback here.
He's reached base all 3 times, but he's been stranded on the bases all 3 times. Stayed at first in the 1st, and then got left at 3rd back in the 4th. That was McCleary's last inning of work. As first pitch to Savion Bishop is outside for a ball. 1-0 is chopped over to shortstop. Tough play. Crosses body throw to second. Great throw to first as they turn the 6-4-3 double play.
One of the better double plays you'll see here in the PSCL. Out there, Kane Lusich had to run to his right, a bit of a distance down there, able to plant though, turn and fire a strike down to second base, and then the perfect transfer over there to get it down to Avante Spikner at first, just in time to get 2.
Great play from the Grizzly middle infield to turn it, as Trey Quezada comes to the plate with 2 away. Still 6-2, Grizzly lead over the Haymakers. Ball 2 from Hargrove, both pitches up and away to the big lefty, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Trying to put the bat on the ball and in play here. Hargrove's 2-0 pitch is on the outer half of the plate. Good spot for that 69-mile-per-hour breaking ball. Long pause from Hargrove as he gets his sign, goes through the windup and delivers ball 3. On deck is Nathan LeBeau for the Haymakers. We've got 4 outs to work with here in the top of the 6th, 2 away. As that's ball 4, 2-out walk to Trey Quezada extends the inning, and Nathan LeBeau will get that plate appearance.
Yeah, the one thing that's a little difficult if you're a pitcher like Noah Hargrove and you throw from a million different angles, you throw with a couple different windups, and you throw basically every pitch in the arsenal, there's sometimes struggle finding consistency there.
He gets ahead of LeBeau as he swings and misses on that slider. That one's low and away. And you see Hargrove, it's really with him going out of the stretch that he's going to mix it up. His windup is pretty consistent. But when he's out of the stretch, he's just truly unpredictable. As that pitch to LeBeau, he's out in front and chops over towards the Grizzly dugout. It's a 1-2 count.
And when a guy throws from this many different angles, you might think, well, okay, if there's an inconsistency in the arm angle, so what? He throws from 3 different ones anyways. But it's just the fact that you want to throw from that same spot. You can't be throwing from like 1 or 2 or 3 degrees off in either direction.
Spins a nasty breaking ball in that fooled LeBeau. He goes down swinging. Hargrove records his 3rd strikeout in 2 innings. As the Grizzly are 3 outs away from getting back in the win column. 6-2 lead over the Haymakers. We're going into the bottom of the 6th here on the PSCL YouTube channel.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Bottom 6, still a 6-2 ball game. Jaden Mulich-Reynolds leading off and swinging at the first pitch over the head of Tomasi, a soft line drive single to kick off the inning for the Grizzly. So Mullich Reynolds sees one pitch and shoots it up the middle. He's on with a leadoff single. Nick Rivas is still on the mound for the Haymakers.
There might be a delay in play here if an umpire sees it. Right down the line, the Grizzly bullpen catcher threw a ball into fair play.
That ball's in the dirt, skips away by Kari, picks it up, and nice throw. Tag is applied as Mullich Reynolds is out at second trying to take a free 90 feet. So one away now in the bottom of the sixth as that leadoff single is wiped off the board, or wiped off the base paths, I should say.
Zach,
still counts as a hit.
It's been kind of a catching clinic today. We've seen, I think that's the third runner we've seen thrown out on the bases. We've seen some really good jobs behind the plate between Bakari and Vogt, defensively blocking and framing. And as I say that, a ball skips by to the backstop.
Hey, there's nobody on. He can get the benefit of that doubt.
Save the energy.
Exactly. But you're right. It has been quite a display of some defensive catching ability. Here's the 3-0 pitch, low and away for ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk to the Grizzly catcher. Speaking of catchers, he's on first now with that 1-out walk. Kane Lusick coming up to hit.
And you just know that makes our resident Division III catcher, Anissa Rodriguez, happy.
Absolutely. She's had plenty of action to watch today with her positional players.
I mean, she showed up about halfway through the first game this morning and still saw another 12 runs.
That one misses away for ball 1 to Lusick. Yeah, if you're just joining us, if you weren't able to join our broadcast for the Chill Bombers game this morning, 31 runs were scored in that game, 21 for the Chill, 10 for the Bombers, as we only played 4.
Yeah, it was impressive how much you could do in 4 innings. 31 runs. I checked my phone in the top of the third inning, and I realized we're 90 minutes into this game. In through 2.5 innings.
Yeah, 3 guys in that Chill lineup at the top of the order had 4 plate appearances through 4 innings, just coming up to hit every time it was their turn. It's been a much different ball game here, much less runs, certainly. It's a 6-2 ball game. Pitching has been good. Defensive catching has been excellent. As Lusick steps back into the box. Here's the 1-0. Time was called previously as the Haymakers coach went out to talk with Rivas, trying to give him the situation. We need 2 outs to go get our guys back hitting. Runner goes to second. Another really good throw and another caught stealing. Jace Baikari is putting on a clinic. That's the 3rd time he's gunned down a runner trying to steal a bag, and it's 2 gone now. He's thrown out 2 guys at second and 1 at third. That one misses for a ball.
And to add on that, he's got an RBI at the plate for himself, too.
Have a day, Jace Baikari. Might have to give him the gold glove. That's ball 4 high, and it's a 4-pitch, 2-out walk to Kane Lusick.
Even though there's no gold glove given out in the PSCL, it at least helps his case to make the roster for the July 4th All-Star game against the Power.
Pinch hitter here for the Grizzly. Coming in to hit for Horacio Baltazar. It's Justin Clapp at the plate now with a 2-out pinch hit appearance here in the 6th. Runner thought about going, and remembers the cannon on the right arm of Baikari before holding up at first. Two-0 pitch misses just above the zone. It's now 3-0. Jaden Franson on deck for the Grizzly. Justin Clapp getting in plate appearance, subbing in for Horatio Baltazar, and he gets a walk, so unable to get the bat off of his shoulders, but he's on first base with a walk. Lusick advances to second.
Yeah, back-to-back 4-pitch walks for Rivas out there. A little surprised that there's no action in that Haymakers bullpen, and there hasn't been all day.
That one's lined up the middle into center field. Rounding third, coming in to score is Lusick. As that's an RBI base hit for Jaden Franson to extend the lead for the Grizzly. It's now 7-2. Couple of walks late in this inning have created some traffic for the Haymakers as the Grizzly add another to their total. And Avante Speichner is up to the plate with 2 on the bases too. First pitch is high for a ball. Speichner trying to get in on the fun, 0 for 2 today. Runner at second goes, and Speichner launches that ball into the left center gap. That ball's carrying, and that ball's off the wall. Coming in to score standing is going to be Franson, and a 2 RBI, two out, 2 RBI double for Avante Speichner, as it's now a 7-run game.
Avante Speichner got a fastball over the heart of the plate, and he crushed that ball 94 off the bat to one of the deepest parts of the park, halfway up that Sunny Dunes Antique Mall banner. And he saw a pitch he liked, and he drove it. The 2 runners could have practically crawled home.
That pitch to Dominic DiCarlo is inside for ball 1. So the lineup has flipped over. DiCarlo with his 4th plate appearance of the game. He hit a triple and scored back in the 5th. And he flares this one to center field. Yamamoto is under it and makes the grab. So the Grizzly add 3 more runs in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 9-2 over the Haymakers. Top 7 coming up on the PSCL YouTube channel.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Dominic Tomasi, Seth Bryson, and Aiden Holcomb representing the last effort for the Haymakers here in the top of the 7th. They're chasing 7 runs. It's a 9-2 ball game. Noah Hargrove still on the mound. It's his 3rd inning of work, and he pumps strike 1 into Dominic Tomasi, who swings and misses.
Yeah, and Hargrove in his 3rd inning, he's got hit around a little bit, but he's been pretty solid so far.
Tomasi flies that one down the left field side, hooking foul, but a heck of an effort out there from Clapp, who's now out there in left field, as he fully extended to try to make that grab.
And if you ever question how much these guys care, just the efforts that we've seen in the outfield, and especially from the Grizzly right now, they know they've been struggling over the last couple games, and right there in left field, Will Clapp was ready to run through a brick wall if it was going to let him catch that ball.
Noah Hargrove stepping off the mound to make sure his left fielder is okay.
I love that.
Hey, you can't throw strikes if you don't have a left fielder. It's a pretty important position out there. Tries to spin a breaking ball to fool Tomasi, but he's ahead of him. But it's a 1-2 count. Yeah, we've seen a lot of strong effort, especially from outfielders today. 1-2 pitch is popped straight up behind us into the parking lot. We'll see another 1-2 pitch to Tomasi. Saw a great effort from Clapp over there in left just now. We saw Yamamoto run into the wall out there in left center a couple innings ago. That one misses away for ball 2.
I'm still shocked he was able to get up and stay in the game. I mean, again, that was the hardest collision I've seen with the outfield wall here.
You might see him in this inning if the Haymakers can get a rally going. That's a foul ball off the side netting from Tomasi. So he's putting together a nice plate appearance here to kick off the 7th inning. Started 0-2. He's watched a couple of breaking balls in the dirt. He's fought off some tough pitches. Trying to get the best of Noah Hargrove. But Noah Hargrove gets another strikeout. That one looking at the knees for out number 1 here in the 7th.
And Hargrove, not usually a big strikeout guy, already 4 on the day for him. That one looking, he went to the 3/4 arm slot, ropes in a 69-mile-an-hour breaking ball at the bottom of the zone.
That one misses to Seth Bryson, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run in his last plate appearance in the 5th. Good spot, but doesn't get the call. Hargrove is asking for it just below the zone. 2-0 count to the Haymakers left fielder. Hargrove delivers and comes inside, misses down low. Max Weckel is getting loose down there. As Hargrove fires in strike 1. Not sure if he'll be needed. Hargrove only needing 2 outs to get through this ball game. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Just off the edge, good height. Maybe a baseball's width off the plate and away from the left-handed Aiden Holcomb, who trots down to first. Or excuse me, that was Bryson. But he trots down to first with a 1-out walk. Now it's Aiden Holcomb at the plate.
No big deal, though, for Noah Hargrove. You're still up 7. You're at the bottom of the lineup, and with his stuff and his pitching style, you've got a runner on first. So now you just open up the possibility of a double play.
He got a double play from his middle infield in the 6th as Savion Bishop grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. So if he's got 1 under his belt already, another one here would end the ball game, but it's a 2-0 count. And he steps off the mound. Doing some groundskeeping out there on the rubber. Trying to get comfortable to deliver the 2-0. Kind of a sidearm angle, but he misses outside. Three-0 count. Top of the lineup is waiting. Brasesco is on deck. 3-0 pitch over the plate. Down the heart of the plate. Hargrove checks on the runner at first. Big leg kick. Tosses, strike 2. Good spot. Dotted right on the corner. Low and away from Holcomb. So the count's full. The payoff pitch. Submarine arm slot. And misses for ball 4. So back-to-back walks to the bottom of the lineup for the Haymakers as it'll flip over for Gianni Brasesco. Grizzly just need 2 more outs. They have a 7-run advantage. Trying to get out of this ball game. Good spot on the outer half, called for a strike. Brasesco's 1 for 3 with a single, a hit by pitch, and a run scored. 1 for 2 he would be.
Yeah, that last pitch, it looked like it was a little bit outside, and Seth Vogt kind of just gave a half-hearted last-second effort and just moved his glove kind of haphazardly across the plate, acting like he was trying to frame that pitch and get a strike call, and I guess it doesn't hurt to try. He gets the call.
Makeshift frame job, gets the job done as that one's hit into center field. Oral is under it, and Bryson thought about tagging, but a strong throw in from the center fielder keeps him at second. There's 2 away, and the Haymakers catcher, who's been having a stellar day behind the dish and with the bat in his hand, represents the last chance for the Haymakers. 1 for 3 with an RBI single. He's also gunned down 3 runners from behind the plate. Hargrove checks on Bryson at second, but no throw.
Evan Percival down at first base. Standing in as the first base coach and supporting his fellow backstop.
Yeah, it's very common. You just see the #1 vibes guy in the dugout tends to be the first base coach. That one's lined back into the netting off the bat of Baikari. During the last game between the Chill and the Bombers, it was Blue Bolden Jr. assuming the duties of first base coach over there. Got Evan Percival now trying to have his team spark a 7th inning rally. They're chasing 7 here with 2 away. The 1-1 delivery gets a sword from Baikari. Good pitch from Hargrove. One-two count. Hargrove 1 pitch away from ending this ball game. And he steps off the mound. Wants to recollect himself and focus on the hitter. Submarine delivery for the 1-2, leaves it high. 2-2 is the count with 2 away. Haymakers need 7 here in the top of the 7th to extend this game. A pitch off the edge from Hargrove as the count runs full. Percival, the first base coach, letting his guys know that they're running. And it hit him. The payoff pitch from Hargrove into the back of Baikari. As the bases are now loaded.
Yeah, it looks like it might have just been a little bit of excitement and trying to do too much for Hargrove. 81 on that pitch. I think that might be his hardest pitch of this season. Fastball just overthrew it, and he pulled it into the left-handed batter's box, and that ball found its target, and that target being chased by Kari.
So Gaku Yamamoto does get that plate appearance. We talked about it at the top of this inning, whether or not he'd be okay after crashing into the wall in center field. And play at the plate. Not in time. Pass ball. Hargrove covering the plate. Not in time, as it was Bryson who was able to come home and score there. Third run of the game for the Haymakers. It's now 9-3. So 6-run ball game now. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away. Baikari's on second. Holcomb's at third. And it's a 1-0 count to Gaku Yamamoto. Hargrove delivers, and it's fouled off towards the third base side from Yamamoto. It's an 0-2 count to the Haymakers 3-hole hitter. He's got some dirt or some sweat in his eye. He's taking his time before he settles back into the box. Hargrove waiting for his sign, going through the windup for the 0-2 pitch. Slider away for a ball. Good spot for that 0-2 pitch. Couldn't get Yamamoto to chase. The Lawson Darthard fan club is on their feet, as that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Yamamoto. He goes down swinging, as he's a little banged up on the play after, too, as Hargrove struck him out and makes sure he's okay. That's the ball game, though. Grizzly 9, Haymakers 3, in what was an entertaining ball game with a lot of timely hitting, some balls in the gap, and some excellent defense, particularly from the outfield and the catching positions.
Yeah, again, it was a fun game. It went by pretty quick, and 12 runs. The Grizzlies snap their losing streak. They're back in the win column. Good pitching between McCleary and Hargrove. Hargrove, sometimes there were a couple moments where he started to lose the zone a couple times, but he did enough to get through it. Just the 3 runs between him and McCleary, 2 on Hargrove, 1 on McCleary. And it was a great job. I mean, McCleary in the first inning looked like he might not get very far into this game, and after that, he settled in and was dominant.
Yeah, great bounce-back performance for Brady McCleary. He gets the win. The loss is on Nick Rivas, as the Grizzly are back in the win column. Their record improves to 6-8, as the Haymakers fall to 4-8-1. But we'll be back tomorrow for some more PSCL action. The 2 games that you can listen to here on the PSCL YouTube channel will be the Rush and the Coyotes. That game is at 9 a.m. And then we'll have the Haymakers once again as they take on the Blue Sox at 11:30. We thank you for tuning into this broadcast. I'm Zach Durham, was joined by Stephen Buxton. Once again, final score, Grizzly 9, Haymakers 3. And we thank you for tuning into this broadcast. We'll see you tomorrow.